40 seconds into today's flight. Continuing to get good performance call-outs.
And we are throttling down the engines in preparation for max Q. What great timing that was. We just passed through max Q. That's the largest structural load that the vehicle will see on ascent.
Vehicle supersonic. Stage 1 throttle up.
You're now just over 1 minute and 10 seconds into today's flight, traveling at more than 1,400 miles per hour. And we just heard that call out for 1 Bravo, which means we're in the second and final abort mode for the first stage, continuing to get good performance, and the crew already pulling over 2 Gs. Next up, we'll have a couple of events happening in rapid succession.
Back chill started.
First will be that engine chill on the second stage impact engine, which we just heard, and then we'll have MECO, or main engine cutoff, where the 9 engines on the first stage will cut off ahead of the first and second stages, will be separating from one another. Then the single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will ignite and continue to carry Crew 10 to orbit while the first stage begins its journey back to Earth. Now we're just 2 minutes into today's flight. The vehicle is traveling just under 4,000 miles per hour.
We're just about 20 seconds away from those events that Anna just mentioned. The 9 Merlin engines will shut down here in just about 10 seconds for MECO, stage separation, and SES-1.
Main engine cutoff.
SpaceX Dragon, 2 Bravo. Stage separation confirmed.
Copy, 2 Alpha.
Great callouts and incredible views there on your left-hand screen. On your left-hand screen, you can see a view from stage 1. And an extremely excited crowd here in Hawthorne. Awesome views of that boost back burn on the first stage, as well as the MVAC engine igniting on the second stage. Great views there. Now the booster is in its boost back burn. This is the first of 3 burns as it makes its way back down to Earth. This will last about 45 seconds. And the crew, 10 crew, is still on board Dragon attached to Falcon 9 second stage, which you can see there on your right-hand screen.
And we're now at 3 minutes and 20 seconds into today's flight. The vehicle is traveling about 6,500 miles per hour. They are on their way to the space station. And we did have that confirmation coming up of the boost back shutdown, and then coming up at the T+6 minute mark. And there we have our first images of the crew inside the Dragon spacecraft as they make their way into orbit. And the crew,
Dragon, SpaceX, nominal trajectory.
continuing to get good call-outs.
SpaceX Dragon, copy nominal.
Stage 2, it continues to be on power with and it's firing until we get to that second stage engine cutoff around the 9-minute mark of flight.
This is wild. The rescue mission is underway. The Dragon capsule is expected to dock at the International Space Station tomorrow night around 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Joining me now are 2 former astronauts, Tom Jones, author of Space Shuttle Stories, and Clayton Anderson, who also goes by Astro Clay, the Ordinary Spaceman. Both have spent time on the International Space Station. Tom, tell us what you're seeing and what we should be seeing if we had your experience tonight.
I think this is a marvelous part of the ride. Your first stage is behind you. You've got the second stage lit and burning properly, and now they're getting some Gs, probably up to 3 or 4 Gs as we approach orbit. So the crew's exhilarated. They're finally on their way. And of course, they're looking forward to meeting all of their comrades, the 7 people living at the space station. It's going to be a great reunion tomorrow evening, as you mentioned. So this is a part of the mission where you're just looking at all the gauges, making sure the systems are working right, and then you're just praying for success.